Heroes never die.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Creator Notes podcast, the podcast where we get up close and personal with your favorite creators and maybe ones you haven't discovered yet. Today, we're joined by the one and only AvatarLiger. How are you going?
What's going on? How you all doing, people? What up, what up?
Welcome on in. We're gonna we talk a lot about sort of like the history of content creation and all that sort of stuff in your journey and whatever. Now, for me personally, I haven't done much with you yet. I'm going to say yet because it's inevitable. It's happening. It's coming, right?
Soon.
But I've been very aware of like you doing your stuff and doing your thing forever. And the thing that always got me was your little profile picture with the arrow, the avatar. Like you see that everywhere, and it's like so distinct. I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly who that is. You know?
Yeah.
So is it
good mark? It's a good mark.
Where I want to know both where the name AvatarLiger came from, and I also want to know where the picture came from.
Okay. I can gladly tell that story. So let's talk first. First and foremost, Liger's the name. That's the gamer tag since the age of 9. I don't know. Nice. I don't know when. Back on Adventure Quest World, you name it. Back on RuneScape, whatever. It was Liger. It could be different variations of Liger, but it was always Liger. So when I started being a Twitch viewer, like 2013 onwards, 2012, peak of League of Legends.
Nice.
It was like on Twitch, I needed Liger, but it wouldn't work. So I was like, Liger the legendary Liger. Liger. I never put numbers. I was like, I'm never going to put numbers.
Don't do numbers. Don't do numbers.
MSN
no offense
is dead.
to people with numbers, but you know.
No. It would be like, and then I'd put like real name initials or stuff like that. Then just eventually started streaming. I became Liger Zero, which is the origin of the name. It's an old anime called Zoids in like the 2000s, late 90s. It was Liger Zero. So eventually the Twitch name became Liger Zero at one point.
Okay.
And then I also did like the animal because it is a real animal. It's when a male lion breeds with a female tiger. If it's the other way around where it's a male tiger and a female lion, it's called a tygon. So there is a different word.
Just,
Not a lot of people know that.
Just it's totally side note, but have you seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No, I haven't. And I know why everyone brings that up to me. I haven't. I understand it's in there and I will not watch it. I think it's funnier that I haven't.
Yeah, it is. It is funnier. Funny. Yeah. But anyway, continue.
And then, just Liger Zero. And then I love Avatar. Who doesn't? Avatar The Last Airbender. Not the blue people. Not that garbage franchise. I'm at war. I stand as behind me is all my Avatar posters.
Oh, hell yeah.
Represent. It's all good. I love it. I love my air nomads. My whole Discord's themed around the Avatar Last Airbender universe. Loved all the shows, all the comics. Not the live action movie. Don't talk about that.
What about the TV show?
The Netflix.
Haven't decided yet. No, it's sort of.
It's like a 5.5. They can fix it, but they started off pretty bad. I won't spoil that, of course, for people watching. But yeah. So then I was like, all right, I love Avatar. I want to rebrand. I don't want to be Liger Zero. I want to be something unique. And then a community member was like, dude, let's just do like Avatar theme. I'm like, that's a good idea. All right, like maybe I'll be air nomads. You can be water. He's like, dude, it's your community. Be AvatarLiger. I'm like, damn, that has a good ring to it. I never even thought it. So shout out Jeffy. You know who you are. Missed that, brother. He helped me out. Made the new brand. Yep. Everything went from there. I wasn't bald at the time.
Oh.
I had hair. And I used to wear a brown bandana. And that was the look. And I didn't have this on me. And I will explain this as well. Basically, that was the look. You know, at the time, what Ninja was popping, I guess people had hair in a bandana.
True.
I didn't really do it because of that. I just did it because I was losing my hair. So I was like, I want a bandana. It helps, keeps me warm, covers the sweat. I don't know, when you're gaming, things like that.
Yeah.
So then, all right, so I'm AvatarLiger now. I'm doing it up, learning to be a creator. I think I started streaming in 2018.
Okay.
I was part of another friend's community, so I did have a nice early boost. I don't know that era of starting with the 0 to 1 viewers for many, many moons, so I was very thankful and grateful in my early days. Mainly Overwatch community. I used to be a community with the NA and EU community, funnily enough, not the OCE.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
For my first 2 years was NA EU content creator, so it was pretty unique, and Avatar was helpful. They all loved Avatar, and they're like, this guy is the Aussie Avatar.
What kind of times did you have to do to be that?
Times, I'll talk about 6 a.m. streams at one point. Right. I loved it. I would wake up, I would stream probably like 6 to 9, and then I'd go to uni at like 10 or 11.
Oh my God, you're one of those.
It was the time. It was just the schedule.
Yeah, I tried it.
And then go out.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's hard because you're always told, if you want to be good on Twitch, you got to stream at golden hour, 9 a.m. It's the best hour all across the world. And you're like, it's not beneficial for us down here.
If it doesn't
We're just not ready at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless your audience is, sure, then the excitement comes from there. But if you're building, it's very tough. You might as well build where it's a bit easier. Nighttime, peak hour, OCE, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Avatar, the picture, that's right. So Avatar's Avatar Last Airbender. Liger's from an old anime, but I do like the animal. Slap it together, Avatar Liger. Beautiful. Then in 2022, I moved out of family home and got my own apartment. Woohoo, the big step every streamer would love to do. And then I was like, guys, let's celebrate with a subathon. If we hit 1,000 subs, I'll shave my head bald and draw a blue arrow and become Avatar.
Oh my God.
And yeah, the rest is history. We hit that goal. They kept me on stream for 580 hours straight. So about 25 days.
I love that.
It was an insane subathon. It was great.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, oh man, I don't know how you'd. I would love to just stream constantly for that long. It'd be so. It's different. It's such a different vibe. And it's basically, it's very from like a community point of view. It becomes like a team effort because everyone's sort of. It's like, oh man, he's still going. It's so yeah, I love that.
You need a plan. You need a plan though. You need friends willing to help. I had IRL friends coming over, so like that was something that helped. I had friends, mods, the modcast. Everyone knows the concept of modcast. When you're asleep, that's their show. Yep. I gave my mods access to my PC. They were remoted in. They could play marbles. They could play golf with friends. They could. One of my mates would just play Tomb Raider, and they'd be like, "Yes, Tomb Raider with Tawny tonight!" Like the community would be excited. Like we had it was like a program. It was cool.
That's so cool.
And then I would just be sleeping. This couch folds out, and I'd just be sleeping. I had a friend sitting here playing horror games while I'm sleeping. And I'm like, what the hell? Why'd you just scream?
People just drop into the stream randomly. It's like, how's he doing it? He's asleep.
Yeah. But team effort. Always someone's holding the show. Yeah.
I love that. That's like, that's awesome. That's my dream. I'd love to do that sort of thing. I think the longest stream I've done is like maybe 30 hours or whatever.
Ooh. But straight, no sleeping?
No, I had a nap. I tried to have a nap.
That's right. Yeah.
I tried to have a nap. In those cases, I only really have one active mod, and that's my partner. So Shelby would jump in. But I think Shelby caused more chaos than anything. So I couldn't sleep just knowing what was going on because of like, I don't know what I'm coming back to. I'm like, my body's going, you need to sleep. My brain's going, keep an eye out. She's got to do something.
Yeah. I think I slept 5-6 hours every day. Couldn't go more than that.
Amazing. Yeah.
Just ready to be awake, ready to do something. It's crazy.
That's so cool. And that was what, 2022, you said?
2022, yeah. Nice. So what is that? Is that coming out of the spicy flu era?
Yeah.
Maybe?
That's the tail end of the spicy flu.
Yeah.
Great times. That's we've kind of touched on it a few times on the podcast alone, where it's like a canon event. Like because of that, so many people got like ditched whatever trajectory they were on and got into content creation instead. And now they're, made friends and doing all that sort of stuff. And who knows, they could have been world investment instead. Or, you just don't know. You just don't know what everyone was up to. But so many people
the spicy flu era streamers, I don't know how hard it was before. And now that they ended, they're like, oh my God, everything's so difficult. I'm like, this is the normal way. This is Twitch.
It's going back to normal. People go outside now. They couldn't before.
The new normal. The old normal's gone, but the new normal.
I mean, it's so you said we're like 2018 is around when you got kicked off, and obviously you mentioned finding your audience and stuff like that. Main game being Overwatch. I know you're very engaged in the Overwatch community now.
I was at one point it was like Overwatch 60% of the time, and 40% of the time would be Nintendo games. Or there was like different eras.
What Nintendo games? What are we playing?
Nintendo games. It'd be at one point it was Smash Brothers. I used to have a show called Smash O'Clock, and people would come verse me. Yeah, it was just a good vibe. Mario Kart, obviously, just fun Nintendo. And I would play every Nintendo adventure game I could that was coming out. Mario Odyssey, you name it. And I grew up with Nintendo. It's my heart. Like all the consoles, all the consoles behind me. Like probably behind the couch, can't see it. There's like just all my games that I ever bought because I'll get into family a little bit. Nintendo family. Our mum taught us how to wall jump on Super Mario 64.
Oh, wow.
That's how Nintendo family we are.
Holy.
I'm the youngest of 5, so we always all pulled in, went to Civic Video, Blockbuster to get consoles, rent games, you name it. So that's special to me, that stuff.
Yeah, to me too. And that's what, as soon as you mention it, I'm like, what do you got? You can see I've got me right.
Yeah, yours is insane. Holy,
I got the Super Nintendo here, GameCube here, Wii here. Like I was a Sega kid until Super Nintendo, and I switched and became a Nintendo kid. And I'm still Nintendo through and through. I also do obviously a lot of PlayStation.
Wait,
but console.
I've got a question because you might know.
I might.
Was the Ultra 8-bit a real thing? Do you recognize that console?
8-bit? No. Not like what is it like?
It was around that era. It was just another console. I'm sure it's been lost to time, but it was just called the Ultra 8-bit. I'm trying to find if anyone knows.
Yeah, I definitely know people that might know. I know the people that are on that side of the extremely weird and wonderful consoles of that generation.
Yeah.
All that stuff, it fascinates me, and like it's a huge community that's not necessarily mainstream, but it's almost like it's their own little cool kids club where they just they're talking about the Sony Nintendo and the stuff that like you hear the rumors, but now that the internet exists, people have made videos on them and stuff like it actually existed, whatever. But like all that retro stuff, I love it all. I love that. Just like preservation of old tech and stuff like that. And it's weird now that you go, like a PS3 is retro now. It's like, it's weird. So it's like...
I did a renovation for a house years ago. We found like 2 old PS1s.
It's amazing.
And some old games. We don't know if it works yet. We need some cables, but one day we'll find out. It's like a little journey one day we'll take.
Yeah, I think cool. Between myself and Shelby, we've got almost every console. I think almost every like main console because she had all the obscure and wonderful ones, and then I had like all the mainstream ones because I'd just been buying them as I was growing up.
Yeah,
just held on to them for dear life. And then I remember that I went to buy her a present. I'm like, oh geez, what do you buy someone who's got every weird bloody console? And I went and got the Ouya, which was like, it was an Android Kickstarter console that was like the rave when it came out, and then it just disappeared immediately because it's
Android. Like Android phone, Android? They dropped the console. Wow.
Well, it was Android based. It was, I think the company was Ouya, but it was like, it was all Kickstarter, and people were like, wow, it's going to be open source and blah 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 and all that stuff. And then once the Kickstarter came out, just disappeared off the map. So anyway, I found one of them, and it's like a cube like this big, and I'm like, here you go. Here's the weirdest thing I could find. It's a console.
Perfect. That's perfect.
So good. I love it. I love retro gaming stuff. And yeah, I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to make it more like, you talk to someone who's like young, talk to someone who's like 15, 16 years old. You go, this is a Super Nintendo and this is what it can do. And they just look at it and go, what is that? It's like, to them, that's weird. But then like an iPad that has as much computer power as like the computer I had growing up is nothing to them. They're like, oh yeah, great. It plays Roblox. It's fantastic. So it's such a weird,
crazy. Consoles were bricks back then. They were just,
absolutely.
So much power.
Yeah, and then now, like I think, like the new iPad's like 5 mil thick or something like that, and it's
crazy. It's crazy. I mean, now they're running all these console stuff off their phones.
Yeah, I mean, like
everything's there.
Like you can play Resident Evil 4 remastered on your phone, and like the new Assassin's Creed's on your phone, and like it's insane. But then and then we go, this huge brick is what we used to play, a 16-bit game back in the day.
we used to have we had a Go bag for the GameCube. They have the GameCube, have the 4 controllers, the memory cards, all the games.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! And we would just take it. With the hand. It's like, it's portable. And I'm like, but we need a bag still. And then we just up and take it to cousins' houses, uncles and aunties, and just play.
It's Mario a weird Kart, flex,
Mario
but
Party.
Man, I had the 12-volt adapter for the GameCube and screen, which means you can put it in the car. You could play GameCube in the car. So I used to, on road trips, just have Smash Brothers in the backseat.
I wish we had that. Oh my god, that would have solved. That would have solved so many Smash Brothers melee fights. You could settle it in the car.
Settle it in the
Instead
car.
Of being cut off. Come on, we gotta go home. Unplug it. Like, no, we need to finish.
Absolutely, love it. It's the best era in gaming, I feel. But like at the same time, like I guess the difference being that now these days, particularly now, like right now, is like online gaming and connectivity and like finding, like you don't even need to find people to game with. You just literally get put in games with heaps of people constantly all the time. So, you know, we didn't have that obviously, but you know, it's I don't know which is better. For me personally, I like retro gaming. I like physical touch turn on.
I think my only little secret error, and maybe it is or isn't, it's the DS Lite era.
Okay.
Where at school we'd play Mario Kart, I think it was 7 at the time, and we would just hide it in the pencil case. And we'd all be playing. And then one point, one person was going, "Oh, you threw a banana." Teacher's like, "What's going on?"
What's going on? Yeah.
There's nothing. And everyone just shuts their pencil cases.
Amazing.
Just quickly. Yeah, amazing. What a time. What a time. That was probably the secret error.
Be on their phone these days.
Yeah, now it's on their phones. The teachers don't care. They're like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm Googling something." "Oh, the dictionary."
I'm using AI to do my work right now.
I spoke to my little cousins about that, and I was losing my mind. They're like, "Yeah, I did this project, and then this is my part," and I read it. I'm like, "You did not write this." He's like, "Yeah, I used AI." I'm like, "I hate you.
Not writing.
I had to learn to waffle for real. I didn't have a bot teach me."
Yep.
Oh my god.
And look, it's so interesting particularly when you start talking to people that are like it's weird because I was talking to someone the other day, like literally last week, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming up on, you know, I've done content creation for 8 months," and I'm like, "Wow, it's really good." How's it? How you finding that? You know, and then they'd be like, "How long have you been in it for?" And I'm like, "Let's not talk about
that." I remember when I think I tried in 2013, and I think back then we used a program called, was it XSplit? I don't think OBS was a thing. Yeah,
you used to have to. You got like a free version with like a watermark.
Yeah,
and you had to pay
and my voice hadn't cracked yet, and that footage will never see the light of day. But there was attempts back then. But
I feel that.
Upload speed in Australia. No way. We could never be streamers.
It's like you couldn't stream, and like I remember doing, because I was doing YouTube stuff as soon as YouTube started, basically. But even before that, I was like uploading videos to like forums and stuff like that. And it was literally like you'd hit like it was a 480p, you know, maybe 70 megabyte thing, and you'll hit upload, and then you just hope for the best and go to bed.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty much go to bed. Yeah, that's the day. That's the era.
that's what it was. And now it's, you know, that's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And streaming's huge. So going back to yourself and sort of the content stuff like that, did you find that, well, like, what did you find was like that breakout? Like, at what point did you go, "Oh shit, you know, maybe the streaming thing's working for me," or was it like Overwatch and that sort of the community? Because I know the Overwatch community, they turn up, like they turn up when you have stuff on, you know. But without even talking about the game, the community is excellent.
Yeah.
The game goes.
So a breakout moment. Oh man, breakout moment. I feel like I need to pull up my Twitch tracker and see when was there a spike, maybe.
I mean, anything that's sort of like a memorable thing. You go, shit. I feel like that was the best. Or
I feel like it'd have to be start of COVID.
Yeah.
It does. Oh, spicy flu. Sorry, I shouldn't say. My bad. I mean, as a YouTuber, is it going to put a warning under the video? Well, bad. Start of the spicy flu era. I'd have to say it was probably when I was like, all right, we got nothing else to do. Let's stream. Let's make a schedule. Let's be concrete. Let's get the community in. Let's do movie nights in Discord. It was like everything was just ready to go. And numbers would go up. Community engagement would go up. My enjoyment would go up. I'd be streaming longer. I'd be less tired. Obviously, we're not going to work, working from home, things like that. I also left my studies. I dropped out of university. I decided it wasn't for me around that time.
Totally fair.
Just full force into streaming, content creation. Early areas of diversifying. Tried to do YouTube a bit. Didn't have the consistency. Didn't have the creativity at the time to do it. I was like, all right, let me just put my hours in streaming that I know and try to build up. Landed my first sponsor, Juiced Energy. Those boys took care of me way more than I would have expected.
Nice.
Gave me all kinds of benefits. It's just nice to have that credibility. So going straight into Overwatch, doing community events with Overwatch community. That's when the Overwatch community and OC started to like congregate a bit. Started to finally become uniform and collab and stuff like that. Mainly just felt good to be a streamer. I just felt like, all right, I'm here. Like I'm not streaming to no one. I've got an audience. I've got people like, hey, what are we doing today? What are we doing tomorrow? Any plans later? And I'm like, we got this, we got that, we're doing this. Oh, we also got a Nintendo playthrough. They're like, oh, I want to see that. Or I play Overwatch and be like, oh, when's the Fire Emblem playthrough starting? Because Nintendo. I was like, It's tomorrow at 3 p.m. after we do comp for 10 hours or something like that. I don't know. It was just, it felt good to be able to be like diverse on Twitch itself. And at that point, I even like went to a place, did like barbecue streams, started to try IRL streaming, and just experimented. Yeah, so much so that one of my mods is like, you call you a variety Liger now. So they swapped the variety into Avatar, and that became like the brand for a bit. And then I just did different things, tried even at one point, because I used to be a moderator in the ASMR community in early days of Twitch.
Okay.
And that's sort of the community I came from NA-wise.
Yep.
And a lot of them were just like chilling, playing Overwatch, RuneScape on Twitch, even though they did like ASMR content on YouTube or something like that.
Yep.
So that's sort of where I got back into Twitch after leaving it when I stopped watching League of Legends, and then started to become a creator there, did all that, got better at it, learned more, experimented more, tried ASMR myself. That stream is still out there, and I will not do a second one. But because of that, everyone's like, they're like, Liger, you know how to get hype in Overwatch, but you also know how to calm people down. I have two sides.
Yeah, nice.
I'm like, okay, cool, that's nice, but like it just happens naturally. I don't like calm and all this stuff or get hype and all. It's just me naturally in the moment. How do I feel? So
yeah, I get what you mean.
I feel like I tangented a bit, but my bad.
No, that's
so
that's
good. Yeah,
legit. I mean, and I think the ASMR community scares me. I'll just be perfectly honest. It's just
there's different sides to it. It's evolved and changed.
Yeah, like I can appreciate a fantastic voice and a high quality microphone at any type.
Yeah.
But when it devolves into like scratching things and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like, I don't get.
Yeah, because there's different sounds that people don't like. But like for me, when we used to watch it, it was sort of chill, just chatting.
Yeah. And
there were early errors
cool.
there was early errors of, like for me, when I found out what ASMR was, it was like that feeling you get when you're in a barbershop and you just hear things and you just calm. I'm like, that's so cool. Because I love that. Yeah. So I would just watch barbershop videos and like, Japanese barbershop or Welsh barbershop. Or like barbershop in the Amazon rainforest. I'm like, what? Or like in the heart of Indian City. I'm like, this is cool.
There was that Indian barber that went like super viral.
Baba Sen.
That's
Baba
him.
Sen.
Yeah. I went down a rabbit hole after I saw that.
I remember when he blew up. It was crazy. We were like, ASMR's going in the mainstream. It was really fun being part of that community because they were very like, the way our like OCE community was sort of how the ASMR community was back then on Twitch. Yeah. That's sort of like, it's their own niche, but they're so taking care of each other. And then when I came to OCE, started working more here, came to reconnect with the Overwatch community, I noticed that same feeling, like they're starting out. They want to be together. They want to help each other, push each other up. Because like anyone can climb up alone, but if you fall straight down. But if you climb up together, you catch each other. No one falls all the way down. That's what I learned about the streaming world.
That's great. That's great. No,
yeah.
Man, you should just do an ASMR stream where you just do that. Just keep just lay it out.
It's called they call it positive affirmations. You just say nice things over and over. Yeah. Those are the best ones. I had a friend who used to do that on Twitch for 2 hours, like every week. Yeah. He'd do a positive affirmation stream.
That's amazing.
And just basically hype people up in chat.
That's amazing. I need that.
Yeah. Dude, positive affirmations redemption in Twitch chat. And then the viewer has to send you a nice thing.
That's brilliant. That's I'm writing that down. I'm taking notes.
Do it.
Oh man, that's so funny. It's not funny. It's just like, I never thought about that. Honestly, it's like I've always, I've always just sort of thought, and I'm not alone. And I know that like I'm trying to kind of break down that barrier of, because a lot of people, they see streaming as being a very solo adventure. You know, they get on when they go live. You know, people come, they talk, and when they turn it off, it's over until the next time. And you'll see there's like a level of creators who literally are just going live for that interaction. Like it's not that they're thinking about being a streamer or a content creator or anything like that. They're just literally, you know, lonely essentially, and they just want someone to play games with or hang out or, you know, whatever.
That's right,
totally fair. And like my advice to a lot of them is like, hey, you don't have to, you know, go live and sit in the corner and hope that people come and see you, sort of thing. You can just be like, you know, be an active or recognizable member of a community. Like that's just as powerful as streaming. And, you know, I was one of those people that just stream to nobody for a very long time, and I know that difficulty, and that's fine.
Oh.
But it's like
the willpower someone has to do that. I respect so much.
Years,
Yeah.
years.
100%.
Like that 0 to 1 was insane, and like I know, like I will always remember like the lowest points because I'm like, will never be that bad again. Because even my worst stream that I have now is 10 times better than what that was like. Yeah. But it's like the thing that was good was that even though I was, I want to be a content creator. I wanted to be a filmmaker my entire life. So I want to make content and do stuff. But like the thing that always got me through that was after I would stream my punishment for being by myself for 3 hours or whatever, I would jump into a community and they'll be all so welcoming and everyone's so great and everyone's talking about games and we're all getting along and stuff like that. That was like that was my copium. Was like, as long as I'm on Twitch, like even when I'm not streaming, at least I can go hang out with whatever. And like Barjo was a big community that I was been a part for a long time, and I'm happy to I can say that Barjo's a friend of mine, and like his community were just like always high energy. It was always fun. No one was sort of shunned or turned away. Everyone was sort of treated equally. And I love that. It was so good. And from that, then I start streaming. And then once I get to, start hitting my strengths and whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing people from his community and my community and all that sort of cross community sort of stuff. Fantastic. Love it.
It's great. It's not leeching.
It's not leeching. No. And
I hate when people think that. Yeah.
And this is what we talk about. I did a podcast with Drew Sun, who's an amazing individual. And one thing that we touched on a lot is you can talk to someone and it doesn't have to be networking. And you can talk to someone and it doesn't mean that you're best friends. You're allowed to just talk to people. Totally fine. And like sharing your community or like, highlighting people. Like if someone came to me and they said, hey, I love your streams, blah, blah, blah. Like if they came in and go, I love this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go play some Overwatch now. I said, oh, well, if you like Overwatch streamers, I've got a few I could recommend, don't come to me for Overwatch. I ain't going to play it. Those days are over.
All those unspoken streamer rules about don't talk about this in someone else's chat and all that. I like, on Twitter, I'm like, I agree. You should never do that. And when people do it in my chat, I'm like, do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm like, talk about other streamer, I don't care. You're here watching me because I'm going to provide some top tier Ryan gameplay because guess what? No one is beating me in that. All right. That's I'm confident in my own content. Exactly. Where it's like, go talk about someone else.
But also, like, for me, I feel like if you do that though, if you like I had someone the other day that came in and they'll chat and they said, oh, well, I'm going to go because I'm going to play Fallout 76. I'm like, oh, if you're looking for a Fallout creator, you go see this person. And then they came back and said, oh, when it's all so and so, they're fantastic. Blah blah blah. Huge positive experience for everyone involved. Why not do that?
Exactly. Triple win. Exactly. Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy. Yeah. So I don't know, it's that stuff like that I find is crazy. And like you've touched on something that I think is sort of changing, and the people that it's changing with is the people that are I like to say doing stuff, right? But they're the ones that are sort of ignoring those old rules, like the old guard, or things like you hear stupid shit like, hey, don't use other people's emotes in your chat, things like that. I'm just like, why? It's like, oh, it's a form of self-promotion. I'm like, they paid for those emotes, man. They can use them.
It's literally an expression. Like, oh, that's a cool emote. Hey, it's a streamer. I hate you now. Bye. Funny emote. I need to go there. Who thinks like that?
I don't know. It's things like that. And there was that the discussion kicked up again about should you raid someone? Like, why would you not raid someone at the end of your stream? Yeah. And people were like, I don't want to do this or don't like. It's just lots of some like I get totally valid reasons, absolutely. But I mean, for me, it's like if someone raids me and then they're like, oh, I didn't have enough viewers or whatever, doesn't matter. I don't care. Like the number doesn't really matter. I appreciate seeing you, even if it's just for you to come and say, hey, I'm here. I got to go take a shit now, and off they go. It's like that's great. I don't care. Like, but people are like, oh, I don't like doing it. Blah blah blah. It's just I think people almost think about it too much. Does that make sense? Like it's just a little.
You know what's good? The raid and run. I love that. Now that's the thing.
Love it.
I'm so glad. It's like, sorry to raid and run. And then the streamer knows, oh, they need to go, but they're willing to give me their community, take care of them. But they want to, the normal small talk and raid talk. They're like, they don't have time for that. But they still love me. They still raid me. All right, go. I always tell them when they're like, sorry to raid. I'm like, go shower, go eat, go sleep, go do whatever you want. Leave right now. I don't want to see you type another message.
You know what? Get out.
Get out. Exactly.
I almost want to like rebrand the stream as like raid and run friendly. You know, come raid me and you can leave. You don't even have to say anything. Just like I get it. And so many people that I know that are on that grind and like they've just streamed for 9 hours. They don't want to hang around and chat. You know, it's like they're going to sleep, and that's totally fine. But the people that'll be like, oh, I was tired, so I didn't raid anyone, and then it's like, well, the discoverability is pretty shit on Twitch as it is. So the least you could do is like,
it's our own discoverability. Like I'll do that. Let's say I'm doing like a 12-hour stream. I'm dead tired, and like I'm at 4 a.m. and none of my homies are live, and the only people that are live are people that have to kind of be courteous in the raid. I can't raid and run them, so I'm like, that's the only time I might not raid. And in that case, I usually just list a bunch of streamers that I see live. I'm like, hey guys, go watch Bob Ross. Just paint. All right, I'm not raiding, but just go watch Bob Ross. Bye.
Well, I think there was a time where Twitch was streaming Pokemon, just the TV show. And
my god!
The end of every stream, I just raided Pokemon. Just like,
why not? It's like, guys, this is not a raid for you. This is for me. I want to go watch Pokemon. Go watch Saving Pokemon. Myself a click. That's it. That's what I used to do.
But it's I think that there's a lot of old rules and stuff like that kind of some people get really caught up in, and I think that now it's become more a bit more organic, and I think, and the thing that highlights it, and I'm getting to the point, is that DreamHack Just Gone in particular, when some people would say inviting so many creators to a space is like dangerous. Like, how do you know that there's no beef and like there's going to be drama and all like trouble and stuff like that? But you go to DreamHack was like, just like so many people were like just collaborating just naturally, just constantly, and everyone's like, hey man, do you need help? Are you good with this? Like, everyone's looking out for each other, and it's like, it's not a matter of, oh, I don't want to collaborate with you, you might steal my viewers, or any of that bullshit that you've heard like 5 years ago. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's like, hey, you're doing a selfie, let me get in on that. It's stuff like that. It was so wholesome and so fantastic. And I know that I did see you running around the line. And I have watched the video as well, which was good, very good.
The vlog? The full vlog? Yeah, thank you. Oh, that was a first time occasion. Yeah. No one expected that from me.
The best thing about inviting so many creators to a con was like so much content just like stuff coming out.
So I'll tell you my mentality. So DreamHack signed up. I got a creator. I'm like, wait a minute. And I think I was maybe second wave. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I'd be like rejected or bottom of the barrel. I'm like, okay, all right. Now this is when like the thing in my head, my English teacher, fake it till you make it. I hated that comment always. And I changed it. I said, bake it till you make it. All right. Because we're a cake. We don't know what we're going to be. It's going to take some time. We might decorate it differently. We have different layers, whatever. So I say, bake it till you make it. Okay. Maybe because my dad used to be a chef, so it's just in my brain.
Maybe.
So I like cooking. So I was like, bake it till you make it. All right. So in my head, I'm like, listen, if I'm an invited creator to said convention, all right, and I just rock up, thanks guys for the badge, take a photo, walk around for free. It's like, and then I'm like, why would you invite me back?
Right? 100%.
I'm like, why would you invite me back?
Yep.
When you bring someone, I'm like, you need to be like, holy, this person's going crazy everywhere, doing everything. So that's what I did. I got a friend. I said, I need someone to film. We need to edit when we go back to the hotel. And he's like, I got you. And that was like I used to have editors before. I've lost them as time goes. I got this editor like 2 months before DreamHack.
Wow.
And we did some Overwatch stuff. And then I'm like, I know, because his field is in film and sound design degree, right?
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, I think you would be good at this convention. I literally told him before I even hired him for normal editing, there's a convention coming up. We're going to do this. But for now, I'll calm you down. We'll just do normal Overwatch clips, but we're going to do this convention. And when the convention came around, it was just full force. We just went for it. And then we had a friend helping, and we just did everything. I was like, let's do interviews. Like when I go to a convention, what do I see? When I'm researching a convention on YouTube, what do I want to see? Interviews, a vlog, a panel. I was like, I want to go watch panels. Like, as much as I'd love to explore the awesomeness of the arena, because that's cool, right? Because I haven't been there since MEO 2018 or something like that. And I'm from Sydney, not Melbourne. So everyone's got everything in Melbourne. maybe one day we move. I like representing Sydney. There's not a lot of us left. Someone's going to hold it down, all right? Someone's going to hold it down. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do a vlog. And I'm like, man, I don't want to do a vlog. I want to do something cooler. And he's like, oh, we can make this cinematic. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Get B-roll, do this, do that. We'll get interviews going. And then basically, as we were just like, everyone's going to Fortress to party at night, we would go to the B&B and we're just sitting at the dining table at the laptop, just working, figuring out what to make. And then we'd be like, all right, we need a short every night. It has to upload in the morning. And then I would go on and see other DreamHack creators who already uploaded the short 5 p.m. the day of. And I was like, God damn it, we're slow.
All right, let's pause for a second here, right? Because we covered this. We covered this on the podcast, all right?
Yeah.
Al Damone is nuts, all right?
Yes. Oh, my God. I don't know why. I know the secrets
edits in her car. She doesn't leave the con until she's made the content. So she gets to the car and she's edits away, does the voiceover, posts it, and then she can go home. Perfect. So you waited too long. You went back to the Airbnb. That's
waited too long.
That's too long.
Sorry, the views came later. The algorithm helped me out later. It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, good on you for trying, is what I'd say. Because damn, like I'd love to. Like, I always go in with the intention of like, each day we'll do content, blah blah blah. It just never happens. Most of the time, I'm like, I'll post like some pictures and some, some commentary around the event, whatever. And that's usually my ride home in the Uber, and you know, fucking half pissed or whatever, depending on how the night's going.
I forgot to do a day 3 photo dump. I still remember this now. It's the one thing I'm missing from DreamHack. I forgot a day 3 photo dump, and I started posting after. I'm like, it's gonna be weird to put one now. I don't know. Should I just do it anyway?
Just do it. Just post it anyway. I noticed
scroll through as day 3.
I noticed that when the PAX applications opened up, and they're like, one of the questions they ask is, were you a creator last year? Can you link your content? All of a sudden, all these content just popped up. Like, oh, I forgot the posters about PAX last year. And I'm like, yeah, I see what's going on here.
I need to read. I don't even know how if I can redo my PAX application, because now I want to put it on my DreamHack work there. So
I mean, the simplest answer is just do stuff at PAX, because there's content creators easy. Like that's you're a content creator, right? Your job as a content creator is go create content and promote the event. But if you are doing things like, hosting a panel, for example, then you get a special guest. And that's something that's judged differently. So
I'd love to talk about panels. That is a topic I love to talk about. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, look, I've done a few panels now, but it's like I love all that shit. And like, DreamHack wasn't crazy for me, but it was stacked. Like, I missed every community meetup. I missed them all because I had a clash.
I missed the Twitch one. I missed the most important one in my mind.
I did too, because our panels were back to back over the top of it.
I was like, when did they put an announcement for a Twitch meetup? I feel like I would have written this in my itinerary.
I missed the Ace creators. I missed the Ubisoft. I missed I missed them all. Every single one.
The Ubisoft one. We got snuck into the Ubisoft one from the front. We were late.
Snuck in, but I was on a panel on the stage. So I just get
they know next time they're gonna fix this. The people running DreamHack are smart. They're gonna fix this up. But that's also cons. They happen.
But this comes down to, if you're wearing too many hats, you're trying to do too much. Like, I did like 2 panels, a live stream, a podcast, and something else, and it's like that was like 2 things a day every day for DreamHack.
Well, let's say you 5 years ago contemplating, oh my God, I missed a panel because I had a panel. I missed a meeting because I had a meeting. You still feel a bit proud, like, man, I have all this. This is cool.
Mate, I went to DreamHack. Because this is a 3rd DreamHack we've had in Melbourne.
3rd one, yeah.
So I went to the first one, and there was no, like, I think they had some panels. I have no idea where they were. There was no one there. Like if you think about like the corridors being full of people, no one. There was no one there. Everyone was in watching esports. The only time they came out was to get food and drink, and then that was it. That was the event, and it's totally flipped now. It's there's cosplay fucking everywhere. There's there's Artist Alley. There's just creators and cameras and freaking selfie sticks and microphones and shit everywhere. It's amazing. Like you literally, it's like, oh, I got nothing to do. I'll just walk for 50 meters. Something will happen. It's great.
Something will be there. There'll be a panel. Artist Alley will hook you. Oh, yeah. I got lost there.
So many times. I'm looking at stuff. my wallet says no, I gotta go.
No, I was like taking notes of like the people's ads. I'm like, maybe I'll buy something in the future online. Yeah,
same.
I was trying
like,
to do that.
Instagram is like every artist. If they haven't got Instagram, they should get Instagram, and then also go follow them all because they'll like link their websites and like show their workings and stuff like that. Oh man, that is so cool. It's like, and then a lot of them they'll do commissions and stuff like that. So you need some cheeky emotes or something like that. You can always reach out. I love Artist Alley so much. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Shame that PAX doesn't do it. Just saying PAX should get on that.
I'm saying there's a section they could do it. I know. I'm thinking it's at the bottom of the P. You know how PAX is actually shaped like a P?
Yes.
The whole that bottom part of the P. There's some room there for an artist alley.
I could tell you why it's not there, and I'll give you a quick context as to how I know this.
There's no traffic, people traffic. Yeah.
No, that area doesn't ever get locked, so they can't close that area. So that area around the P, so where like speed running is and stuff like that, that you can't leave anything out because it's just there. And because I streamed, I did a live stream from that area, and I was first up Friday morning. And I went to see what the setups look like on Thursday night, and there was nothing there. And they're like, "Oh, we can't leave anything out. We have to set this up tomorroy." So then when I rocked up the next day, it wasn't there. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we haven't set it up yet." I'm like, "Cool."
Okay. Maybe the long hallway they can make artist alley. I feel like they have to, but then that's where all the food.
I mean, I don't know. Just take some chairs out or something. I don't know.
Just do it. Just do it. I mean, half the fun of PAX is everyone outside by the glass. That's where
the fun of PAX is that it just takes over all of that area. Like everything around there, it's just all packed. You go to any of the bars and stuff around there, you just run into people. It's great.
People go to PAX for everything but PAX.
Pretty much.
Sometimes. They need to fix that. They need to fix that. I think it's because they lost
to Melbourne and like get a hotel. They don't get PAX tickets. They just hang out.
Yeah. Because the big three, the consoles, they lost them. That's the PlayStation, Nintendo. They don't come. If they came, but that's that's the era of gaming changing.
It's not like if they came. It's if they pay for the space. That's the bottom line. PAX is a business, and it's if Sony wants to come and put a freaking booth that takes up half the floor, then they have to pay for it, and they probably don't want to pay for it. So it's like a double-edged sword, in the sense that they'll sell more tickets if Sony comes, but then Sony has to pay for it, and if they're not going to pay for it, they're not going to sell that floor space to somebody else. And that's why you see that a lot of the cons, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing necessarily, but like a lot of the cons are pivoting more towards community-focused stuff. Yeah. So it's like, hey, come to be with your best creators. Come to, we've got a Mario Kart tournament, or we've got, we're doing a Bethesda meetup, stuff like that. Like it's more community focused stuff. It's less come see the new Xbox. Like it's because and when the first PAX that they did in Melbourne, which was like 2013-ish, something around there.
Sounds right. Yeah.
That was the world premiere for the Xbox One. Was at PAX Australia. So I was there, and it's crazy. It was crazy, and like they had a little glass box behind the red ribbon and stuff like that, and you could see it there, and so it was a big press sort of thing. But that was then. This is now where I think Spicy Flu, kind of changed a lot of that because Nintendo started doing their tree houses and stuff online, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to be there in person.
I was very following in that era when Nintendo shifted to the full Nintendo Direct and Treehouse era. I was following that, and I'm like, this is better than E3. Unfortunately, because they have full control, and the amount and the way they got there was because of Smash Brothers. When they started doing those regular Smash Brothers Directs just for a simple character announcement,
here comes
and
one
DLC announcement. I remember screaming. I'm like, why am I getting so hyped? I don't even play this game. It's like, Cloud. I'm like, yo, Cloud. I don't play Final Fantasy.
That first Smash Brothers trailer, when they first announced it, and they got this cartoon, and it's like in the eyeball.
Yeah, the fire, everything crazy.
I love that. That was amazing. I was sold. I was pre-ordering it.
The Mewtwo one. The Mewtwo one, the Pokemon one where Charizard, they're like, hey, he's solo now. This is in Smash 4. He's solo now. No Pokemon trainer. Everyone's like, let's go. Mega Man. That one was crazy. Mega Man was ballistic.
It was such a good. But then, so then on the flip side of all that, we have there's a Nintendo event later this year because they want to do an in-person event, in Sydney. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe it's coming around full circle. They go
Metroid 4. I just want Metroid 4. I'm a dreamer. I'm coping. I want Metroid
you know
4.
what? I'm gonna meet them halfway. I still want Metroid 2 and 3 remasters because they brought us the first one, and that was S-class, underrated. People
what a great
people
trilogy.
sleeping on that. So fucking good. Anyway,
it's Nintendo's Halo. It is Metroid.
It's actually pretty better than Halo.
Well, now it's
look out the comment section. It's better than
Let's be honest. They're both dead. Oh man!
If they made a Metroid Prime TV show, that I reckon
just collab. Just get. You remember Haloid? Surely you've watched Haloid.
Yes.
Just do it. Nintendo, Xbox. Just make Haloid. Just do it. Co-op game.
They're not doing
Chief.
They're not doing anything with Halo now anyway. Halo's.
Come on. Spice it up. Break the canon. Who cares?
Do something. Anyway,
Fortnite. Fortnite can do anything with every character. You got Thanos out here throwing a gritty on Mickey Mouse now. I don't know. I don't know if they have Mickey Mouse yet.
Maybe. I mean, no. Well, it was. Yeah, I think it was Disney as a whole. They just signed that huge deal. So yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They probably. Although in the grand scheme of things, Mickey Mouse is probably the least identifiable Disney character now.
These days with Marvel and stuff and Star Wars.
Star Wars and all that stuff is crazy. Well, I'm mindful of time because we are going to run out of time.
Of course, yeah.
What I do need to talk about, and this is kind of an important part of it, is what's next. Like, what is some dreams and aspirations? And I want to give a quick prefix that we're running pretty high on success rate. So it's manifesting at this point. So if you have something that you want to happen, you just go, like, what's next? What's the goals? What are we trying to aim for?
Well, I mean, the typical goal, Twitch partner. That's there for everyone who hasn't hit it for me.
Yep.
I think my next, I feel like I can realize it this year, October, PAX. I'd love to create a batch, even if I don't get it, fair enough. But in my heart, I'm like, I want to host a game show at PAX. So that would be a panel. Because when I saw General Cannoli's video about you can do a panel or you can do a variety show, I was like, ooh.
You can do anything. You can do.
I want to host. So yeah, I'm trying to get better at hosting MC. So yeah, my goal for this year, my manifesting gonna happen is MC Liger, hosting events, hosting anything. That's what I want. I'm hoping for that.
No, that's fair. I think that with PAX has got a lot to answer for with the amount of goals that are set right in the middle.
Yeah.
I think
of course.
The goals that me and Pog set was to have back-to-back panels at PAX that are tech issue free. Just flawless, smooth.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm bringing my own team. If I do get my panel approved, I've got a camera person, I've got a second camera person, I've got a production person.
Bring as many people as you can. Just take my word for it.
Don't worry, guys.
Just take my word for it. If anything can go wrong, it usually does. So just plan for everything.
I'm miking everyone up. I loved so much putting up those 2 DreamHack videos. I put out my panel. It wasn't just a raw recording. It was like edited and graphics and everything. Yeah. My vlog was like a whole cinematic experience. I was like, I want to do that at PAX. I want to do that every convention, whatever. I just want to create cool stuff. That's all, then go home and stream Overwatch and just hit there and have fun with it.
I think it's pretty honorable, to be honest, just to be, I want to do cool stuff. That is enough. Like, you don't have to be like, crazy next level, whatever. And I think there's the one thing I'd say, particularly around panels and stuff like that, is like, it doesn't have to be too serious. Like, there's important topics that need to be carried and everything else, but there's still a very large population of people who will save up all year to, go to Melbourne and go to PAX because they're gamers and they love, all types of games and stuff like that. And they aren't necessarily wanting to be spoken at. They want to come and have an experience and stuff like that. So things like game shows and stuff like that. And like I did the trivia one at DreamHack, and it was really well received, and it went really well. And like that sort of stuff's great. And the whole point of it was like we bring all the creators up on stage, and that's the bait, right? They're here to riff. But what we want to do is we want to get the audience involved and stuff like that. And it was brilliant. And like there's people that I actually met in that audience at that panel who I still talk to now. And like I see them around and stuff like that. Hey man, how's it going? It's
that's the best.
And like they're smarter. That was smarter than everyone on the stage. It's like they knew the questions. The answers. It was fantastic. So anything like that, anything, and like I've said, I've done a few panels in my time, and one of the piece of advice that Kitty always said was, he's like, involve the audience, like 100%. get the audience involved any way you can, and you'll be golden, basically. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that everyone who's aiming for all these big, wonderful PAX goals, I hope they all get it, and I hope PAX is amazing. Yeah. And
exactly.
It's tricky, but yeah. Just lastly, obviously, we want to just talk about we've talked about sort of your journey and all that sort of stuff like that. But like, you got anything cool coming up, or like any sort of exciting stuff? This will probably go up later this week, so you know what's.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened. I was going to announce the tournament I have tomorrow. Don't worry about that. If anyone cares, on the Blizzard front page for Overwatch, I'm there Friday 7 p.m. every week. I call it Fire Strike Fridays. However, I have confirmed some plans behind the scenes. Every month we'll be doing a community tournament.
Oi!
So that's going to be a fun one. Our first one is tomorrow, technically, because we're. Oh, am I allowed to reveal the day we're filming?
Yeah, no.
It's a Friday. It's a Reinhardt 2v2 tournament. I let a streamer come through. I let them bring anyone they want. A mod, a friend,
cool,
a VIP, a random person. I don't care. Spice it up, have fun with it, and I just let people go at it. We give people prizes. We have fun. Basically, I just want more special mini events in between our big events in Overwatch community, and it just helps me practice my hosting, my emceeing, leading, things like that, organizing things behind the scenes, in hopes that I manifest that big goal I was talking about. So yeah, if people come through, watch me 7 p.m. Friday nights on the Overwatch front page and for ANZ, and yeah, that's me. You can find me on Twitch as well, YouTube, everywhere, TikTok. I play a game called Fruit Mountain.
Put all those, we'll go there down there for everyone, absolutely. And I just want to touch on a couple of things that just from someone who is the outsider looking in. I feel like we'll be amiss if we don't just quickly highlight the stuff you've been doing for charity. With your charity streams and stuff like that, and obviously the generosity. You really know how to decorate a cake. Is from what I.
You saw that? The VOD's muted. You know how sad I am. I can't use that footage.
I was there, man. I was tipping money to make sure that you kept getting those wheel spins.
I hope I get a chance to do that again. I'll say that. I hope I get a chance to do that again.
Yeah.
I
think it's important that like
streams,
we've talked a lot about how your community's grown and how that's all been working really well. But you're not just sitting back and just doing your thing. You're pushing yourself to do new and wonderful things, and that's cool. I absolutely appreciate that you respect the fact that when you get given the power of a creator pass, that means you go create stuff. Because too many people forget that. And just using your powers for charity and stuff like that, something you should be really proud of because you're smashing it.
Yeah, no, any chance I get, we when it came to superhero streamers, that whole program. So I knew about it like 2 months earlier, and I was meant to do it under the Ubisoft umbrella, and I was like, cool opportunity, let's do it. As the days went on, and then even DreamHack happened, I didn't do anything. Why? Because I was helping other people with their ones. I kept forgetting, and then like 2 days left, and I'm like, can I do something last minute?
Yeah.
And I just DM my mods, DM my community. Can we do this? Let's do this. I DM'd my fellow Overwatch creators. Guys, I need 9 people. I got 9 people together in a 2 hour of bursting DMs. 2 hours of bursting DMs. I got people together. And everyone's like, how'd you get these people? I'm like, I just know people. How to respond to them. And it's not, hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing this event. It's, oi, full caps, I need you. I just went to people. It's just, I believe like when you get to this level of creating, like you don't need to be formed with everyone. It's just wasting time.
Yeah.
Just yell at people. I need this. You in, out, let me know. And then they're like, I mean, I can't. I've got something. I'm like, oh, good.
I feel weird when someone's like, hello, zombies. Hope you're doing well. I'm just reaching out to you. I just wanted to know if you'd be interested. I'm like, what? Yeah. What do you want?
Just yell at me.
Tell me. Yeah. We already know each other. You know, it's funny. Just tell me. It's.
I love Discord voice messages on the phone. That's great. I love that feature.
I haven't got to that level.
I'll get an idea. Oh, sorry. I'll get an idea while I'm driving for work, and I'm like, oh yeah, we need this. That's the best.
Great.
The best.
That's great. No, I wanted to highlight that because I was exactly the same. I was very caught up in doing generosity, and then I'm like, gee, these are overlapping. But it's like,
stack it up.
You just do what you can. I mean, every little bit counts, and I think that's important. It's like it's not about who makes the most or whatever. It's just about turning up and doing.
It's not. I always say this, even though it's not like I always say it's not about winning. It's about being remembered. Yeah. Like in tournaments, in streams, in like charity efforts, it's like just remember for the effort you put in. If there's someone out there sweating getting pies to the face and drowning themselves in like hydration drinks for the sake of getting dunked on, and they made like $400 in their small stream. That's a mammoth effort compared to someone who just went live for like 2 hours and made 20K because they're established. I'm like, doesn't 100%. Matter. There's no measure of charity, because like when you learn behind the scenes how much $1 can do, it's not even about the amount. It's about the individual aid.
Exactly, 100%. And I always say, if you can't earn much, make more noise. You know, it's just draw people's attention to it, because you know it might not be your stream that they'll donate to, but they know about it. And you know, when they can donate, they go, "Oh, yeah, this is that thing," and then they come. And Generosity does that amazingly. Like, shout out to Generosity. They make noise. You know, they have earned huge amounts of money in the past, and like but they don't always earn huge amounts of money, but they always make it known that they're doing stuff. And that's, you know, as important as raising the money itself. Is just making sure that, you know, people know there's charity going on. So
something on. That's it.
Absolutely. I think that's a great spot for us to wrap this up. This has been a really great chat. I'm looking forward to PAX. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
We'll catch up. We'll do something, surely.
Easy. Soon. You coming to Sydney?
I might come for the Nintendo thing. I want to.
Oh, that's right. I finally got something in my city. Yes.
Like, shit, I have to actually look at airplanes and stuff. This is good. But I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I want to see what's going on.
Metroid 4. I want a new Mario. I think it's time for a new Mario.
We'll get a new Mario with a new Switch. We will.
Yeah. New Switch.
They've been cooking.
Is it a new Switch?
Yeah,
is it a new?
The Switch is new. Is it
a? Here's the thing, because I always say the Switch. It's not the successor to the Wii U. It's a successor to the 3DS.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're still waiting for the big boy Nintendo. They're not doing it, obviously. They don't need to. But one day, I feel like deep down, they're like, we got to do this one day. All right, easy.
They don't need to do it because they make too much money already, because we're all suckers.
Yeah, true.
Just keep buying it. Portable. Anyway, we need to wrap it up because we'll keep going forever. That'll be the Nintendo podcast we'll launch next week. No.
Soon. I'll come back.
Right. If you have enjoyed the podcast this far, please leave us a like and leave us a comment below. Please, leave a comment. Let us know who would like to see on the show. I'll reach out to them, see if we can get some new and interesting people. And and make sure you go check out Liger everywhere. And, we'll see you all till the next one. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.